Dating as a single father was already a juggling act, but dating as a single father worth $200 million, that was a whole different challenge for Lucas Bennett. After a few painful lessons, Lucas had learned that too many people were interested in his bank account, not his heart. So, when his sister convinced him to meet her friend's colleague, Sophia, he decided to try something different. "All right, girls," he whispered to his 4-year-old twins, Emma and Lily, as they walked toward the corner table at the cozy Rosewood Cafe. "Today, Daddy's just Lucas, the computer guy, not the big boss." "Okay." Emma nodded seriously, clutching her pink stuffed bunny. "And we live in the little apartment, not the big house," she added. Lucas smiled softly. "That's right, sweetheart." He'd dressed down, plain white shirt, old jeans, no fancy watch. He just wanted to be ordinary. When Sophia rose from her seat, Lucas was caught off guard. She was even more beautiful than he'd expected. Late 20s. Soft blonde hair, a mint green skirt paired with a crisp white blouse. She carried herself with quiet confidence and warmth. "You must be Lucas," she said, her smile lighting up the room. "And these must be the famous Emma and Lily I've heard about." What surprised him most was how naturally Sophia knelt to greet the girls, meeting them eye to eye, instead of brushing them aside like most adults did. Within minutes, she was helping them color the menu and listening with genuine delight to Emma's story about her stuffed bunny's adventures. When the conversation turned to him, Sophia asked, "So, what do you do?" Lucas gave a small, careful smile. "I work in computers. Programming, mostly. Nothing fancy, but it pays the bills." Sophia's eyes lit up. "That's wonderful. I work with a nonprofit that teaches computer skills to low-income families. We could use people like you to volunteer." Sometimes Lucas felt a pang of guilt. Here was someone whose heart aligned perfectly with his company's mission, and he was lying to her. Still, lunch flowed easily. Sophia didn't ask about his car, his salary, or his status. She cared about stories, laughter, and connection. When the bill came, Lucas performed his little test. "Oh no," he murmured, pretending to frown. "Looks like I'm a little short on cash." Sophia didn't hesitate. "Don't worry about it," she said kindly. "Lunch is on me today." Lucas tried to protest, but she smiled and said, "Lucas, you're a single dad, raising 2 amazing girls. The least I can do is buy lunch for people I genuinely enjoy spending time with." Her words melted something inside him. For once, someone saw him, not the CEO or the money. Over the next few weeks, Lucas found himself falling for Sophia, the woman who brought books for his daughters, who preferred picnics to expensive dinners, who never once asked what kind of car he drove. Then one night, Emma looked up from her pillow and asked a question that pierced his heart. "Daddy, why don't we tell Miss Sophia about our real house?" Lucas sighed. "Because, sweetheart, sometimes grown-ups need time before sharing everything." "But Miss Sophia is nice," Lily said. "I think she'd like our real house." And in that innocent moment, Lucas realized his daughters were right. If Sophia had proven anything, it was that her love was real. So, the next evening, he invited her over, not to a cafe, but to his actual home, the sprawling estate on the hill. When Sophia arrived, her eyes widened as the gates opened. "You're not just a computer programmer, are you?" Lucas took a deep breath. "No, I'm the CEO of Bennett Technologies. I lied because I wanted to be sure you cared about us, not the wealth, not the company." Sophia was quiet for a long moment, taking it all in. "Lucas," she said softly, "I understand why you did it, but if we're going to build something real, it has to be built on honesty." Her words humbled him, and from that day forward, he promised never to hide again. 6 months later, at a Bennett Technologies charity gala, one dedicated to helping families gain access to technology, Lucas and Sophia announced their engagement. As they watched Emma and Lily laughing nearby, Sophia whispered, "You know, I'm glad you tested me, even if I wish you hadn't needed to." "Why's that?" Lucas asked, smiling. "Because now you know I fell in love with the man who reads bedtime stories and makes funny voices for stuffed animals, not the CEO. Father part is who you really are." As they danced, beneath the glittering lights, surrounded by laughter and love, Lucas realized he'd finally passed his own test, the test of trusting his heart again. Soft music fades out. Narrator closing voice. This was the CEO's secret heart. A story of honesty, love, and second chances shared with you by Whispers of Kindness, where every story reminds us that true worth is never measured in money, but in love.